It's day one, night one, and we're finally having our first successful feed where she's actually staying on the breast and actively sucking and swallowing. She is still on. This is like a 45-minute feed.
This is the first time that my baby actually latched on to the breast and stayed on the breast. Previously, she had latched, but she would come off in just a couple of minutes. So this is what worked for me to keep her on. First, I put her in a football hold and I used 2 pillows on the side that she was on to prop her up. Then I started the feed with a nipple shield. So I put the nipple shield on, latched her with the nipple shield, and then once she established a really good latch and she let go for the first time, I just went ahead and took the nipple shield off.
Right now it is almost midnight and I'm sitting straight up in bed as tall as I can with the Snuggle Me nursing pillow. Under this arm, on my right arm, I have 2 just like regular pillows. And then I have her tucked around my belly, like belly to belly. I'm supporting the back of her head with my thumb on her left ear. And then my other fingers are wrapping around like the bottom of her skull and behind her left ear. She is still on. This is like a 45-minute feed. Amazing.
You can see her sucking and swallowing. That's how you know she has a good latch, and it should feel like tugging at the breast.
She's holding on to my little strap. So cute. Get a nursing bra too, because it is amazing. It makes your life so much easier. Trust me.
Or just don't wear a bra at all and walk around topless, because that's even easier.
My antibiotics are running. I had choreo, a uterine infection. And I also had a C-section, so we have 3 different antibiotics running because I made it to 10 centimeters and then pushed for 3.5 hours. So they give you an extra antibiotic for that too. So 3 total, running around the clock. It's day one, night one, and we're finally having our first successful feed where she's actually staying on the breast and actively sucking and swallowing. We achieved this by using a nipple shield and then removing the nipple shield. That way the nipple is like nice and everted and it helps the baby know what to latch onto and prevents like confusion of the nipple. And so yeah, I did that a couple times, took the nipple shield on and off and let her practice, and she achieved a really good latch. We've been on for like 30 minutes. So happy. First good feed.
The sleep deprivation is real. I've never gotten so little sleep in my entire life, and I'm one of those that needs 8 hours of sleep.
She ended up feeding for like over an hour, I think, which was amazing. Every single time that I would like move or, like stimulate her a little bit, she would start sucking again. And so that's a good sign that she was not finished and she just kept going and going and going. And I did not want to break the latch because she had such a good latch, and I was so excited that we got such a great first feeding. I think this one is going to give her so much confidence for the next one. It looks like we are relaxed and done feeding. It's the next feed, and we have her arm all the way up like flex, meaning that her gas tank is empty. And as she gets full, her arm is going to relax. I have her on the right side, and what was successful this time was using the nipple shield to stimulate her and stimulate my nipple, and then taking the nipple shield off and allowing her to latch on the nipple. The nipple shield like really stimulated, and I had to take it off, try to let her latch onto the nipple, and then she wouldn't really latch very well, so I put it back on, tried again, and she was able to successfully get a really good latch the second time around.
We made it to 6 months of breastfeeding, and the journey has not been easy at all. Just after this video, the next day, after those really good long feeds that I was having, her latch was shallow and it was a little bit pinchy, and so my nipples ended up bleeding. They were like scabbed over, bleeding. I could hardly latch her, but I was just kind of latching her anyway and pushing through the pain. Later on, I found out that she actually had a lip tie and a tongue tie, and so we ended up getting that fixed. The latch hurt way less after she got the tongue tie fixed, but then she just refused to latch. She would not latch to the breast no matter what I tried. She wouldn't even latch with a nipple shield, and so I ended up having to pump. So I exclusively pumped until she was 2 months old, and then one day we were on the beach and the vibes were going. I think the sun was setting and we were just laying in the sand on a blanket, and I would periodically try to latch her, and then one day she just latched. Like, she just decided she wanted to latch. I was so happy, and after that she started latching, but only with a nipple shield. But it was a hit or miss, so like sometimes she would refuse to latch even with the nipple shield, and so I was still pumping a lot and giving her the breast milk that I pumped when she refused to latch, because I would never know. It was like 50-50. Sometimes she would latch, sometimes she wouldn't. And then she got way better at latching, and at 4 months she just refused to latch with the nipple shield. So I took the nipple shield off, she started latching right onto the breast, onto the nipple, and ever since then I've had no issues whatsoever latching her. It doesn't hurt. I don't have sore nipples or anything like that anymore. I was so thankful when she started latching, even though I did have to carry a nipple shield around with me everywhere, which was a little annoying, but it was so much easier than exclusively pumping. That is really, really, really hard. And now I'm so thankful that she doesn't even need the nipple shield anymore. She just latches anytime, anywhere, any place, in the middle of the night. It is incredible. She did start falling off the growth charts a little bit at her 4-month pediatric visit, and so we did have to start supplementing with formula. I still breastfeed her, and there are days where we don't give any formula, but I don't make really enough breast milk to sustain what she needs. So I breastfeed her when I'm at home, and when I'm working, I pump, and my husband feeds her that breast milk when I'm at work. And if we run out of breast milk, then we'll just make some formula. We use Kendamil. It's a European brand, and we get it at Target. She's been doing really well on it. It is goat milk. At her 6-month pediatric visit, she was in the 39th percentile. She's doing really well with her growth and her milestones, so it seems to be working. I was really sad at first that I had to start supplementing a little bit and combo feeding, doing breast milk and formula, but at the end of the day, it took a lot of stress off of me because I was really stressing because I was not producing enough milk, and it seemed like she was hungry. And that's what's working for us now at 6 months. If I could just tell you one thing, it would be don't give up. Even if your baby refuses to latch, just exclusively pump, and eventually they're going to get it. Just keep trying. I know it can be really hard, especially when you're having to carry around a nipple shield, use a nipple shield, but go to a lactation consultant, get the support you need, look at tons of YouTube videos. There's plenty of success stories out there. One day your baby might just decide to start latching.